If there is violence in the home, y'all need to separate. Hey, Jack Squad of YouTube family, what's going on? So listen, I'm going to preface this by saying my condolences to the families of both of the victims, right? And I'm speaking on the young man that unalived his wife and then himself. No amount of love and no relationship is worth taking a life or losing your life. None, not a one. You can just simply walk away. I know emotions get high when you argue and you feel a lot of animosity and hatred if somebody did this or did that to you, right? This couple, she was a content creator and she was 26 and he was 37, right? They were married. They had a baby. I know they had a baby. She had kids. I don't know if both were his, right? But they were arguing on live. See, social media has about ruined. Social media is good and it can also be bad, right? Social media has about ruined a lot of folks, right? Because everybody take everything to social media. We ain't got nothing to give you, nothing to help. We ain't got nothing for you, right? But just entertainment for us and watching it. So I finally saw the full footage of the video. Now, I think that it should be taken down, right? But, you know, this is the world we live in. And so her family's going to have to, and his family going to have to relive it. Their kids going to have to see it, right? Anyway, they were arguing. What I gather from the argument and from his live is that she cheated. Someone contracted herpes. He had not tested. She tested positive for herpes. He says that she did whatever she wanted to do. She pack a bag and spend a night and do whatever she wanted to do. He also confessed to, he was cheating on her. She cheated on him. He went to jail. She cheated, right? She herself said, you know, if she messed with somebody, it's got to be for a purpose and money and so on and so forth. That ain't nothing a married woman say. That ain't nothing, you know, the whole thing was stupid. Forgive me, but it was. But I get he was trying to get his thoughts out. But why tell us? Go tell the therapist. Go tell the pastor. Go tell your mama. And speaking of his mother also made a statement, right? I've seen people in the comments say that there was a trauma bond that kept them together. I don't quite understand trauma bond. I know that you had trauma, and now we together. But I don't quite understand it. I don't understand that two traumas keep you together. I don't understand that part, right? Because I can understand if you have a trauma and the person that you with can comfort you and bring you up out of it, right? But if both of y'all disturbed over there. And when I see the video, now this might not be a popular opinion, but she was antagonizing his ish. And if that's how they live their life, it's no wonder it came to an end such as that. There's no peace. You got to have peace in your household, right? And there was no peace. I could say a lot, but there was no peace, right? If the man was talking, just let him talk. Or you go away. Call your girlfriend and say, girl, come get me. He going crazy over here, right? The girlfriend that was on the phone with her is as much to blame. And I know she's sitting at home now with a lot of guilt. A lot of guilt. Because she was saying all kinds of stuff that she had no business saying. Let me say this. They lived together and they had property together. I think he said that he bought the land or they bought the land, and then the trailer was in her name and so on and so forth. But they was married and they bought it together, right? For whatever reason, he couldn't get it in his name, even though he had the money. This is what I gathered from the talk, the live, right? If you are cheating Black women need to understand. Now, she was young and maybe she didn't get that life lesson yet. Obviously, she didn't. Black men can cheat all day long. Now, I'm talking about black men because I don't know nothing about no other man. I ain't been with no other. I don't know nothing about no other. Black men can cheat all day long. The moment that they get an inkling or suspect you of cheating, that can be very dangerous for you. That can be very dangerous for you. No matter what all they've done, that is something that will make them become explosive, right? Now, I also saw in the comments, someone said at 47 minutes, you could see that he changed, right? And he probably had contemplated on what he was getting ready to do because he got quiet, right? And then he stepped away from the camera and she took his phone. He blew his top right then. He lost it right then. He was already crashing out. See, the thing about somebody crashing out, he was already crashing out and you kept antagonizing. You were supposed to go sit down somewhere. She was supposed to go sit down somewhere, if not get out the house. I would have been frightened, especially if he's already put his hands on me. He's already put his hands on me. She alleged some things that he had done, stating that he unalived someone. That ain't nothing you say for the World Wide Web, right? Because if they, let's say he did that and the people are not going to get him, they're going to get you too. Because you in there with him. You his wife. The whole thing was messy and disturbing. The whole thing, right? She antagonized him. He was wrong. Yes, he was wrong. Yes, he was wrong. If he unalived her, he was absolutely wrong. And then he couldn't take it anymore. He was crashing out. He was in a crash out state, even though it didn't appear to be that way when he was talking. But something snapped in his head, right? And then he unalived himself. Now, he said he hadn't been checked for the herpes, right? All of this could have been resolved if, one, they separated. Now, the mother said that they would separate and then she would call him back. She kept saying her. I don't know if she called him back or he went back, but this is what the mother was saying, right? Either way, it was a very toxic relationship from what I gather. A very toxic relationship, and 2 young lives gone, 2 families destroyed, children left behind. And y'all know how I feel about them kids left behind, right? And so now she's not here. And when you are in when someone is in a manic state or threatening state, you need to leave them alone and stay as far away from them as you can till they calm down. You need to leave them alone, flat out. I'm not blaming her for what happened to her, but could have been avoided at that moment? Yes. Now, would it have happened later on in the future? Maybe. But it could have been avoided at that moment. It could have been avoided at that moment if she just went on out the house, went on about her business instead of antagonize. Was he wrong? Yes, he was. But you can't antagonize somebody that's already losing their top. You can't. You just can't. Sorry. You know, you wanted to prove a point. All because he went on live and told the business and she wanted to prove a point. That was so senseless to me on both parts. That was senseless. I understand that, you know, you can be in love with somebody. You don't want to detach. It's hard to detach. I get that. But if you go through it a few days, it'll be over with. Promise you, right? So if anybody out there suffering from abuse, go get help. Number 2, if you need to, if the relationship is toxic, again, go get help. Maybe you don't have no help. There's agencies out there. There's numbers you can call. There's numbers you can call to get help, get assistance, right? You just have to follow through. Because that could have been avoided. 2 young lives. 2 young lives. And now their kids is there with the remnants, to pick up the pieces. Look like she just had a baby, too. Generational curse that gonna have to be broke when them children grow up, right? So, again, y'all, that was a tragedy. My condolences to the families. Again, like I said, I hope, you know, if you're in that situation, get out. Man or woman. If you in that situation, get out. If somebody, you know, he said she was cheating and she kept cheating and she kept cheating. If you have to cheat, leave. It's man or woman. If you have to cheat in a relationship, especially repeated cheating, leave. That ain't your person. And I understand, see, it gets difficult when you got finances involved. It gets difficult, right? You done invested, especially men. I done had men tell me I done invested in you. I remember somebody told me that when I was real young. I didn't understand, right? But that's how men think. I done put money into you. I ain't going nowhere. Then comes the conflict. She gonna keep doing what she doing, or you gonna keep doing what you doing, and so now we got chaos, right? Anyway, y'all, drop down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe to Jackie with a Q. And I'm going live. Catch me when I go live. So anyway, y'all, peace out, and it's just sad.